I'm not going to take much time as we are running out of time. And my chosen topic is AI in the education field and why AI has chosen for education. We can choose robots, we can choose the virtual reality tools, but AI only has chosen because it acts like a human brain, which has the inbuilt algorithm, which makes the students to visualize the experience of learning very well. And as we go to the topic, I will briefly say about what is personalized experience and adaptive and real insight experience, which we are going to see in the personal categories of AI. And going to next slide, has through the AI only. As we know, in traditional method of learning, it's the class of traditional classroom when teacher is going to talk to represent a topic of 30 students. Each student cannot go and interact and cannot understand what each student's requirement. So through AI, it has this algorithm which analyzes the student's requirement and which analyzes how students effectively is learning and what are the basic knowledge it has, so you can further go through the next topic, which acts as a personalized tutor too. And I will go talking about the individual feedback, and it also gives the individual constructive feedback to the students while personalized way of teaching, guiding throughout the subject matter, and so students does not have to the pace to the teachers. A way of teaching, it can be modularized, so as teachers can have the base to the students' way of learning too. So this is the personalized way of learning which can be done by AI. So next slide, next slide, next slide. As he has one slide he has now shown what is adaptive way of curriculum. So when AI is going to have a personalized way of teaching to a student, so it will analyze where the students finding difficult. So that targeted areas he build a study plan or gives a study material according to that, which in the real physical classroom the teachers cannot provide to each individual students, which AI can only do that. So it can give a dynamic intent and it can continuously optimize the test, continuously have a look toward what students is having a point to learn or not, and this also makes students to create interest. When the students is finding difficult in maths, we all know we find difficult in maths. So that time it really acts on that targeted area. For content delivery, AI has this multimedia integrations. So in multimedia resources, we have virtual reality, which is very much effective and recognized through AI. So students can visualize the content and have a real-time experience. As an example, when a teacher is going to teach history, so rather than only looking at the book and marking up and memorizing it without knowing what has really happened, so that time AI gave a a real-time experience where Mahatma Gandhi himself fighting for their freedom. So this will make more experience and more effective way of learning. And when next we'll see the real-time performance tracking, that is nothing but assessment of grading system. As we know about automated assessment, so the students is how the students is performing throughout the teaching process and where are the areas you need to improve. That can done by this real-time performance tracking, which AI can do, and it also helps the teachers to focus on the context in subject-wise areas, and this is the real-time performance tracking, which will make a proactive intervention of interactive of AI and a teacher student. Next slide. Next slide. I just finished this. Just I'll go through what are the pros and cons. So it also acts like ageism Twitter and continuously give feedback, and it also makes that learning over the time period is more effective. Next slide. And this is the main thing where AI has the more potential by collaborating the opportunities where students is going to have a real peer group of learning, which is sometimes very difficult when we are in a physical classroom, making a peer group and having a discussions and having a feedback, and this can be done through AI. And AI also gives a variety of expert recommendations to mentorship. And last, next it is recommended for personalized training and continuous feedback and actionable insight that is the tracking. So I would like to conclude and with a quick outlook that why AI has implemented in education. Why can't be a teacher? Because when we talk about a human teacher, it can't reach to each one. That is the main criteria of AI.